Hi everyone, I am Dr. Shikhar Kanti. In this video, we discuss the boundedness of sequences and limit of the sequences. Okay, this is an example. Discuss the boundedness of the following sequences. So we know that the sequence is said to be bounded if it is bounded above as well as bounded below. Bounded above means if there is an upper bound, then we say that it is bounded above. So that is there exists say some capital M such that all the terms of the sequence are less than or equal to capital M. Bounded below means there exists a number say small m such that all the terms of the sequence are greater than or equal to that small m, and that small m is known as the lower bound. That is, if the sequence has both upper bound and the lower bound, then we say that it is a bounded sequence. Consider this example, first example. Okay, this is the example. An is equal to 7. If you put n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 here, then we get 7, 7, 7, 7. So this is a constant sequence here. Okay, this is a constant sequence. So that is here. An is equal to 7. We can write An is less than or equal to 7 and An is greater than or equal to 7. So 7 is the upper bound of the sequence and 7 is lower bound of the sequence. So that means here this sequence is bounded above as well as bounded below. So therefore we say that this sequence is a bounded sequence. Consider another example, minus 1 to the power of n into 4. This minus 1 to the power of n gives plus 1 or minus 1. If n is odd, this is minus 1. If n is even, then this is plus 1. So that means the terms of the sequence are either plus 4 or minus 4. That is, an is equal to plus or minus 4. Therefore, we write an is less than or equal to plus 4. An is greater than or equal to minus 4. So 4 is the upper bound, minus 4 is the lower bound. This sequence is bounded above and bounded below. So therefore we say that this sequence is a bounded sequence. Next example, this is a sequence 2n plus 3 divided by 4n plus 4. So that is an equal to 2n plus 3 divided by 4n plus 4. Now here n is a positive quantity. So therefore 2n is a positive quantity, 2n plus 3 is also positive quantity. So that is numerator is positive quantity. Denominator is also a positive quantity. That means this whole term is greater than or equal to 0. So I can write an is greater than or equal to 0. So that is here 0 is the lower bound of the sequence and this sequence is bounded below. Okay. And we can observe that here numerator is 2n plus 3, denominator is 4n plus 4. Definitely numerator is less than the denominator. Okay. If numerator is less than the denominator, then value of this is always less than 1. So that is here an equal to this is less than 1. So my an is greater than or equal to 0 and an is less than 1. 1 is the upper bound, 0 is the lower bound. It is bounded above as well as bounded below. Therefore we say that this sequence is a bounded sequence. Consider the next example similar to this. An equal to n divided by n plus 1. So my an is equal to n by n plus 1. Again, as n is positive quantity, numerator is positive, denominator is positive, therefore this whole quantity is a positive quantity. So therefore we say that an is greater than or equal to 0. So 0 is the lower bound and this sequence is bounded below. And again, numerator is n, denominator is n plus 1, denominator is greater than the numerator, therefore this value is always less than 1. So therefore here we write an is equal to n divided by n plus 1, this is less than 1. So that is here an is greater than or equal to 0, an is less than 1, 1 is the upper bound, 0 is the lower bound. This is bounded both above as well as below. Therefore we say that this sequence is a bounded sequence. Consider another example. This is also similar. An equal to 1 by 2 raised to n. So an equal to 1 by 2 to the power of n. Again n positive, therefore this the whole thing is positive quantity. Numerator is positive, denominator positive, therefore this is a positive quantity. That is here an is greater than or equal to 0. So this has a lower bound 0. And here the numerator is 1, denominator 2 to the power of n. and n ranges from 1 to infinity here. So therefore here denominator is always greater than the numerator. Therefore this value is less than 1. So therefore we write an is greater than or equal to 0 and which is less than 1. So therefore we say that an is bounded. Okay, it is bounded above as well as bounded below. Next, this is an example here. An equal to n square. So an is equal to n square. N is positive, therefore it is greater than or equal to 0. And in particular, it is greater than 0 because n start with 1. Or we can write an is greater than or equal to 0 also. No problem. That means 0 is the lower bound of this sequence. Okay. That this sequence is bounded below. Is it bounded above? No. Because here, as n is bigger, n square will be bigger and bigger. So that means here, this goes up to infinity. So that means here, there is no upper bound for this sequence. If you take any number here, then there exists one n such that n is greater than that. It is not possible to write n is less than or equal to something here. This is going to infinity. So that means here, this sequence is not bounded above. It is bounded below. It is not bounded above. Therefore, this sequence is not a bounded sequence. Another example. N equal to minus n. Okay. That is, this is a sequence consisting of minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So that is here. All the terms of this sequence are negative. So negative means that is definitely less than 0. That means this sequence has an upper bound 0. Okay. So that is, this is bounded above. Is it bounded below? No. Because as n goes to infinity, an goes to minus infinity. They are very small number. So that is, it is not possible to find cases that like this. So that means here, this goes up to minus infinity here, smaller. It is not bounded below. Any small number if we take, then just one n such that which is smaller than that number. So that means here, this is bounded above. It is not bounded below. Therefore, this is not a bounded sequence. Another example, n equal to 1 plus 3 plus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 3 to the power of n. So, n is equal to 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 square plus up to 1 by 3 to the power of n. Again, n is positive quantity here, therefore definitely clearly n is greater than 0. Okay, that means here this is bounded below. So, 0 is the lower bound, this sequence is bounded below. And this is the geometric series, this is the sum of the how many terms? N plus 1 terms. Then it is given by the sum of the n plus 1 terms is given by this sum is equal to 1 minus r to the power of n plus 1 divided by 1 minus r. Here r equal to 1 by 3. Common ratio is 1 by 3. And this is nothing but 1 minus 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. If I write this in the numerator, this will become 3 by 2. 3 by 2 into this one. 1 minus 1 by 3 to the power of n plus 1. So this is here, if I multiply this one, 3 by 2 minus something is there. So 3 by 2 minus something means it is less than 3 by 2. So that is, this is less than 3 by 2. An is less than 3 by 2. An is greater than 0. That is, an has lower bound as well as the upper bound. Therefore, this is a bounded sequence. Okay. Next example, we find the limits of some sequences here. Find the limits of the following sequences. This is first example, an equal to 3n plus 1 divided by n plus 2 divided by n, 3n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by n into n plus 1. Okay. So we have to find the limit of this sequence. So my an is equal to this thing here, 3n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by n into n plus 1. Limit means we take a limit as n tends to infinity. So if I put I am getting infinite by infinite form here. Therefore, what I do here is I will take common factor here. So in this, I will take one n common factor here. I will write this n outside. Then this bracket becomes 3 plus. I have taken n common factor here. There is no n here. Therefore, I have to multiply by n and divide by n. Multiplied n goes outside here. Divide by n is here. Okay, so that means here, if I write n outside, this becomes 3 plus 1 by n into. Here also in this bracket we take n common factor, that's outside here, then this becomes 1 plus this becomes 2 by n. So 1n from this, 1n from this becomes n square. And the denominator also 1n is there. From this bracket I will take n common factor, I will write outside, that will becomes n square, and this becomes 1 plus 1 by n. So that is here n square into 3 plus 1 by n into 1 plus 2 by n divided by n square into 1 plus 1 by n. N square gets cancelled. Okay. Now if I apply the limit n tends to infinity, this term 1 by infinity becomes 0. That is 3 plus 0 is 3 into 1 plus this also becomes 0 because n is infinity here. 1 plus 0 is 1. 3 into 1. Numerator is 3 into 1. Denominator this cancel and this 1 plus this is also 0. So 1 plus 0. This is 1. 3 by 1 is equal to 3. So 3 is the limit of the sequence. And here you can verify this by using maxima. The command is limit 3 into n plus 1 limit open bracket, okay, in the numerator 3 into 3n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by n into n plus 1, okay. Then you have to put a comma here. You have to write the variable name here. In this case variable is equal to n and tends to which. So here in this case n tending to infinity, I have write if for infinity I will write INF. So if we execute this program in maxima, so you will get it is equal to 3. Okay, let me try. I will copy this. Okay, copy, go to maxima. Here I will paste, Control V. Now I will execute. So kill R dollar limit 3n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by n into n plus 1, okay, comma n comma infinity. So here this bracket is necessary here, okay. If you don't write this bracket here, what it does here, it will take this divided by this into this. This must be in the denominator, no? So therefore this whole term I will keep in a bracket. So limit whatever that function is there, an is there, you have to write here. Then put a comma, write n here, comma INF infinity. Okay. If I execute shift enter, I am getting 3. Or you can go to like this also. If you forget to write this the commands here, then you can go to it comes under calculus. Or go to calculus, and in calculus we have say find limit is there here. Okay, you will get this box here. Here in this box you have to write this thing. Whatever my function an is there. An is 3 into 3 star 3 into n plus okay, 3 I have to put a bracket here. 3n plus 1 is there. I have to put a bracket 3n plus 1 bracket close into star n plus 2 in the bracket n plus 2 bracket close, okay, bracket close, sorry, bracket automatically it closes. This divided by open a bracket. Here I have to write 2 terms here, that is n into n plus 1, n star bracket n plus 1. Am I right? I think it is correct. Come out of this one, put a comma. No need to write the comma here because here it is there. Okay, here let my it was by default it was Ax. I'll write n. My variable is n, and by default it is showing 0. I have to make this as infinity. I'll write INF. Okay, 3n plus 1, 3n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by n into n plus 1. Okay, just if I give okay, yeah, I am getting this one. Okay. Okay, now I will continue. Next example, n equal to 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus up to n square. Denominator is n cube. Just have to find the limit of this. Limit of n equal to limit of 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus up to n square divided by n cube. And here numerator is the sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers. Sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers. And it is given by the formula n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. And the denominator I will keep as it is n cube. Now, here n is there. And in this bracket I will take n common factor here. Then this bracket becomes 1 plus 1 by n. Here also I will take n common factor here. Then this bracket becomes 2 plus 1 by n. I have taken 1n from this bracket. 1n from this bracket. Already 1n was there. Total I am getting n cube here. So that is n cube into 1 plus 1 by n into 2 plus 1 by n divided by 6. The n cube as it is. Now n cube gets cancelled. Now, apply the limit as n tends to infinity. So, if n tends to infinity, what happens to this 1 by infinity is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 plus, this is also 1 by infinity is 0. This is 2. 1 into 2 is numerator is 2. Denominator 6 is remaining here. 2 by 6. 2 by 6 is equal to 1 by 3. Okay. And you can verify in the similar way on maxima. From others also you can find out the limits here. I have used maxima. Next example, n equal to n by under root n square plus 1. So take limit on this. Limit n as n tends to infinity equal to limit n tends to infinity. N numerator as it is. What I do here is here I will take n square common factor. Within this root I will take n square common factor. If I take n square common factor here, this becomes 1 plus 1 by n square. Okay. 1 plus 1 by n square. And n square is in the root. If I write outside, that will become n. So that is this becomes n into root of 1 plus 1 by n square. If this is inside, that will be n square. If it is outside, then it will be n. Now again n gets cancelled here. Put n tends to infinity here. In this case, this becomes 1 by infinity is 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. Root of 1 is 1. So 1 by 1 is equal to 1. 1 is the limit of this sequence. Next example. N equal to root of n into root of n plus 4 minus root n. So take limit onto this. Limit of n as n tends to infinity equal to limit n tends to infinity root n into root of n plus 4 minus root n. Directly if you apply the limit here, then we are getting here infinity minus infinity. This is something in indeterminate form. For that, what I do here is I will multiply and divide by root of n plus 4 plus root n. I will rationalize this one. So that is root of n into root of n plus 4 minus root n into multiply by root n plus 4 plus root n divide by root n plus 4 plus root n. And numerator is root n is there, and this is a minus b into a plus b. This is equal to a square minus b square. A square is nothing but root of n plus 4 square, that is n plus 4, minus B square is root n square, this is equal to n. So that is n plus 4 minus n. N gets cancelled, 4 remains here. So 4 is the value. And in the denominator, so here if we take n common factor here, this will be 1 plus 4 by n within the root. And if I write that outside, that will be root n. Okay. 1 root n is here, 1 root n is here. We take that root of n common factor here. And this will be under root 1 plus 4 by n plus. You can write this as root n or root 1 or 1 itself. No problem. Both are same. Now cancel this root n and root n. Okay. And then now apply n tends to infinity. This becomes 4. This is 4 by infinity. This is 0. Okay. This is 0. Root of 1 plus. This is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 by 2 is equal to 2. Next example. An is equal to, this is the example, an equal to 5n plus 3 divided by 3n plus 4. Take limit onto this. Limit of an as n tends to infinity is equal to limit n tends to infinity 5n plus 3 divided by 3n plus 4. So in the numerator take n common factor here. Then this becomes 5 plus 3 by n. In the denominator take n common factor. This becomes 3 plus 4 by n. So n common factor, 5 plus 3 by n, 3 plus 4 by n. N gets cancelled. Now put n equal to infinity here. 3 by infinity is 0, 4 by infinity is 0. Numerator is 5 plus 0. Denominator is 3 plus 0. So that is 5 divided by 3 is the answer. Another example, an equal to 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square up to n square divided by 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus this is our, I am sorry, n cube. Ulta. This is n cube. Okay. And now it is correct now here. So numerator is sum of the squares of the first 10 natural numbers, and denominator is the sum of the cubes of the first 10 natural numbers. Formula for this numerator is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. And formula for this is denominator is the sum of the cubes of the first 10 natural numbers is n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. Writing these sums here, numerator n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6 is here. Okay. Denominator n square into n plus 1 whole square divided by 4. That 4 I am writing in the numerator. Okay. Now, from this bracket take one n common factor here. Then this will become 1 plus 1 by n. From this bracket also take n common factor here. This will become 2 plus 1 by n. And in the denominator, in this bracket, take n common factor. This becomes n into 1 plus 1 by n. And if I take this n outside, n comes with this power here. So that n square comes here. And within this bracket, we have 1 plus 1 by n. Okay. Now, numerator 1n is here. 1 we got 1n from this, 1n from this. That is numerator becomes 4 into n cube into. This bracket is 1 plus 1 by n. This bracket is 2 plus 1 by n. You have the 6 n square into 1 more n square is here, n to the power 4. And this is 1 plus 1 by n square. Now here this n cube gets cancelled. 1 n remains in the denominator. Whatever may be this quantity, this becomes 1, this becomes 2, and this also becomes 1, and this 4 by 6 as it is. Whatever may be this one, but 1 n remaining in the denominator. And my limit is as n tends to infinity. So n is in the denominator. Whatever may be this thing divided by infinity, that will be always equal to 0. So limit of this sequence is equal to 0. Another example, n equal to n into sine of pi by 4n. So let's take the limit here. Limit n tends to infinity, an is equal to. So here directly, if I put this will be infinity and this will be 0 or infinity into 0. So for that, what I do here is, for this I will consider n into sine of pi by 4n. We have one formula in limits, that is limit of sine theta by theta as theta tends to 0 is equal to 1. Here n is tending to infinity, so therefore this thing is tending to 0. Let me assume that this is equal to say theta. So what I do here is I will multiply by this quantity and I will divide by this quantity. Okay, so that is n into sine of pi by n is there, multiply by pi by 4n, divide by pi by 4n. Now this is sine of, think that this is equal to theta here. So theta by theta. So sine theta by theta is there. As n tends to infinity means pi by 4n tends to 0. So sine theta by theta as theta tends to 0, this will become 1. And this n cancel with this n. Okay, n gets cancelled. This will become 1. 1 into this is as it is pi by 4. 1 into pi by 4 is equal to pi by 4. Okay. Okay, thank you. I will stop here.